Hi, welcome to Power Up. In this edition, I will be talking about various cooking oils so that you could have the information you need to make informed decision about choosing cooking oils that are good for your health. So I will be covering hydrogenated oils, seed oils, and obviously natural oils, okay? And I'll be telling you the good, the bad, and the ugly, as well as decisions, helping you with making budget friendly purchase if you can't not afford the natural oils, as well as what to look at the back of the label so you can identify the healthier oils versus the non-healthy oils. So let's get started. Number one, hydrogenated oils. This is a process where they pump hydrogen into like liquid vegetable oil to turn them solid or semi-solid. And they do this by using high heat and a metal catalyst like nickel in the process. So the good of this is that these oils last forever or a very, very long time. And they're very good at cooking at very high temperatures because they're very stable. The bad is that this hydrogenation process, strips away good fats. And the good fats that stripped away is unsaturated fats. Unsaturated fats are good for your health because they help to lower cholesterol, raise good cholesterol, and reduce inflammation and support heart and brain health. So once they go through this process and the good fats are removed, there's not much nutritional value there. It's pretty low. It's very, very low. It's not much there left at all. The ugly about that is because this is processed, it's highly processed, and the good oils are removed. If you consume too much of this can contribute to cardiovascular problems, okay? So the next is partially hydrogenated oils. And it's called partially hydrogenated because it doesn't go through the full hydrogenation process. They leave some of the oil behind and it's left in a trans fat state, okay? So why do they do this? And why do they have oils that are partially hydrogenated? This is to add like great texture to baked goods as well as fried foods. The bad about this, and I'm going to be honest, this is like the worst oil to consume. The bad is that trans fats are known to raise bad cholesterol and lower good cholesterol. Trans fats are linked to heart disease, strokes, type 2 diabetes, obesity, etc., etc., etc. So even though that trans fat has been banned in many places, I say many, not all, there are still tiny amounts that may sneak into processed foods under the radar, especially if it's below zero point 0.5 grams per serving. And I need to let you know, if it is identified as being being below zero point 0.5 grams, the manufacturer can label the product as zero trans fat because it's below zero point 0.5 grams. So basically, you could be still consuming oils with trans fat, but it could be at zero point 0.4 grams per serving, zero point 0.3 grams per serving, zero point 0.2 grams per serving, and zero point 0.1 grams per serving. And remember, like if you're using it to like fry, I don't know, fry whatever, deep fry something, you know that the amount of oil that you're pouring in the pot is not just one serving. There's many servings. So just think about the amount of trans fat that you are adding into your diet. And I will say this. If you see anything that says partially hydrogenated, it has more than likely has trans fat in it. Even if it says zero trans fat, it probably has it. And I would highly suggest to put it back on the shelf. Where are you likely to see hydrogenated oils or partially hydrogenated oils? You will see them in a lot of like store-bought baked goods like store-bought cookies, cakes, muffins, puff pastry, fast food, fried foods. Fast food restaurants will cook with hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils. Packaged snacks like crackers, chips, microwavable popcorn, margarine, non-dairy creamers like your powdered creamers or your liquid coffee creamers, refrigerated products, refrigerated dough products like cinnamon rolls or pre-made dough, and then like frozen foods like frozen pizza or pre-packaged meals. So again, if you're going to choose between hydrogenated oils and partially hydrogenated, do not choose the partially hydrogenated. In fact, that's like when it comes to listing oils, trans fat, partially hydrogenated, they're the same. Well, basically the same. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it for anything. So let's talk about seed oils. And where does this come from? These actually come from seeds like sunflower, canola, and soybean. And how this is processed, they are refined, bleached, and deodorized, which makes them neutral and shelf stable. Now, seed oils have been getting a bad rap, and I want to clarify it because there is it's getting a bad rap because of how they processed it and where it's sourced. But not all seed oils are processed the same and sourced the same. And I want to give you that clarity, okay? So let's talk about the ones that are highly processed, okay? So the seed oils that are highly processed, these are the ones I would say, yeah, kind of stay away from. They are rich in omega-6 fatty acids, and omega-6 fatty acids are for helping your immunity and your energy, and that's a good thing. That's a good fat. But here's the thing, because it's more in omega-6 fatty acid, you need to pair the omega-6 fatty acid with omega-3 fatty acids. And omega-3 fatty acids helps your brain and helps your heart. So if you consume one without the other, you can promote inflammation. And if you know anything about inflammation, that's your precursor for chronic diseases, okay? Also, with the seed oils, they are prone to oxidation during the high heat cooking, which can, produce harmful byproducts. But let me talk about the healthier, less processed seed oils, okay? These are what you call cold press or expeller press. And the good thing is that they retain more nutrients, they have antioxidants in them, and they have like beneficial fats in them compared to the heavily refined seed oil versions. So the good thing about the seed oils are, yes, they are high in unsaturated fats. Unlike the hydrogenated oils, they don't have any good fats. And remember, the unsaturated fats are your good health, your good fats, and yes, they're a cheaper version to cook in. Now, here's the bad thing again, they are packed with omega-6 fats. They are packed, let me do that again. They are packed with omega-6 fats, which can trigger inflammation if you don't balance them with omega-3 fats. And omega-3 fats, you don't necessarily have to run and go get supplements. You can eat your omega-3 fats. You can eat it by fatty fish, whether it's salmon or mackerel or sardines. You can have it by flaxseed and chia seeds and eat in walnuts. So you can pair this and eat your omega-3s to make sure you balance it out in your body and you don't get inflammation. And the ones that are ultra refined, they do like unless they're cold press or expeller press, they tend this if they're not going through that process, it removes a lot of the nutrients if they're just highly processed. The ugly about the seed oils is that when heated at high temperatures, they can oxidize and create, like I said, harmful byproducts. And this is the other thing. So remember earlier I said that the seed oils was getting a bad process. It had to do a bad rap. Had to do with the process and the source. So the process, yes, if they are highly processed and all the nutrients are removed. Another thing is the source of the seeds. And what is being found is that many of these seeds are GMO, genetically modified. So it's key that when you are looking at these seed oils, you look for non-GMO or organically sourced or organic seed oils, okay? And obviously, you want to look for minimal processed, like, your cold press or expeller press. All right, so foods that are likely to contain seed oils, no different than what I said about hydrogenated products. If I had to choose, and I know we have good or bad days, if I had to choose between, oh God, I want to get, pizza or potato chips, I definitely would rather choose to get products that were cooked in seed oil than hydrogenated oils. And obviously, more like non-GMO, seed oils. If I was going to get like pizza or potato chips or whatever, obviously the best would be if it's cooked with natural oils, if it was had butter in it and things like that. But if I had to, if it's a choice between A and B, I'm gonna try and go for the healthier fat seed oil process. So you will find a lot of these seed oils again in prepared meals, in fried foods, and yes, in health foods. There are certain like plant-based snacks or vegan products that use canola or soybean oil. But make sure when you are purchasing this, you look at the ingredients and see that it is a healthier fat alternative, okay? So now let's talk about natural oils. These are minimally processed oils like olive, avocado, coconut, and ghee, and they come from natural sources, which means that they retain their nutrients. So the good thing is that they're packed with antioxidants and healthy fats. And if you're looking for some the natural oils that are stable when you're cooking it and it doesn't oxidize, look for coconut or ghee. Now, here's the bad, they are much more pricier, and just because it's natural doesn't mean it's healthy. Like coconut oil has a very high saturated fat content, okay? So moderation is key. So let me tell you some of the benefits of natural oils, some of them in detail, some of your overall best choices. With your avocado oil, it has a good high smoke point, like 520 degrees, so it's stable. It's rich in monounsaturated fats. And what I mean by that is this is a healthy fat, and you'll also find monounsaturated fats in olive oil too. So it's great for heart health. It helps to lower the bad cholesterol, raise the good cholesterol, and reduce the risk of heart disease. It's anti-inflammatory, so it reduces inflammation and it benefits health, overall health. Brain support, it improves brain function and also can help against cognitive decline, and great nutrient absorption. It's great at absorbing like fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K. I think there's A, D, E, and K. Yeah, that's it. So the next one is olive oil. You can purchase extra virgin olive oil or just regular olive oil. The good thing is that this is great for low to medium heat cooking. Olive oil is rich in antioxidants and monounsaturated fats. The third one is coconut oil, in particular refined coconut oil. This is great. This is stable for high heat cooking. So like if you're trying to deep fry something, this is a good oil. But like I said before, it has a lot of saturated fat in it, so use this in moderation. I do want to emphasize a balanced diet. So just because you are using healthier fats and oil doesn't mean you need to ignore your vegetables and whole grains and all the other stuff that you need to include in your diet. And then the next is ghee. A very good high smoke point, very rich in buttery flavor, and it has like fat soluble vitamins. So so the thing is, we know that the natural oils are expensive, and what I want to be able to do is tell you your next best choice, and this is where seed oils come into it, okay? And so I'm going to tell you your next best choice. If you're looking at your budget, you don't want to spend a lot on coconut oil or olive oil, I'm going to give you some information. A good one is, there's two good ones. High oleic oil, like high oleic sunflower oil, or even if you look for expeller press canola oil. High oleic means that it has a lot of its heart healthy fats in the oil, a lot of good heart healthy monounsaturated fats. And expeller pressed means that there's very minimal processing. And the processing that it does go through is without chemical solvents. So that's what you need to look for. Okay. Remember, I was telling you, um, about the seed oils, and people like, oh, seed oils are terrible. They're not all terrible. I'm just trying to give you informed information. The good thing is when you're getting like high oleic or expeller pressed oil, they have a decent amount of omega 3s. So that's good when you want to, get the good fats in your body. And obviously look for non GMO. Another one is refined peanut oil. They have a higher smoke value, and it's refined because they've removed the impurities and the proteins from it. So they're perfect for, like, again, deep frying because they have a high smoke point, and they have like a balanced fat profile. I'm sorry, but don't reuse it too often, meaning when you're cooking your oil and then it gets cold and you save it and you use it again, and then you save it and you use it again. Don't do that too much with peanut oil. Okay. So I would just say 2-3 times max, maybe two, and then get rid of it. And then next is grapeseed oil. It has a neutral taste and it's great for moderate to high heat cooking. It is high in omega 6 fats. So, again, you need to balance it with the omega 3 foods in your diet. Or if you want to get omega 3 supplements, fine. But I like to push for food first because food has a lot more of the active nutrients. And foods also have a combination of different nutrients and vitamins and minerals that is better absorbed into your body than versus if you take a supplement. So I always try to push food first. Now I understand people's lives are busy, and so you can only do what you can do. And so if your thing is to help supplement with supplements, do that because that's better than nothing at all, and especially if you improving your health or maintaining your health. So what do you need to look at when you are looking at the label on these cooking bottles before you're going to purchase them, so that you can make some budget friendly, healthier choices? Definitely look for expeller pressed or cold press. This indicates, again, it's minimal processing without chemical solvents. Another option is to look for high oleic. This signifies a higher proportion of heart healthy monounsaturated fats. You can also look for smoke point. A higher smoke point means it's better for frying at high heat cooking, like 400 degrees or greater. Definitely look for like non-GMO or organic, because this is a great way to avoid genetically modified oils. And the next one is see if you can look for low omega 6 fats. Oh my god. Check the nutritional panel for like the balanced fat profile. So what you're really looking for, that little balanced fat profile that they have on the label, you want to look for where it says it's higher in monounsaturated fats compared to polyunsaturated fats. Okay. And last but not least, and this is a must, if it says partially hydrogenated, put it back on the shelf. It doesn't even matter if it says partially hydrogenated, zero trans fat, put it back on the shelf. No, 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 no. And that's the same thing if you are buying cookies, pizza, whatever. If it says partially hydrogenated, put it back. Now, me personally, everybody, we can't all cook from scratch, but I try to make it a point that even if I'm purchasing cookies or whatever, I'm trying to look at the package, obviously, to see if it's made with natural fats, and if not, I'm trying to make sure it's made with organic seed oil or organic cold press kind of seed oil. That's what I'm looking at. But if I see like partially hydrogenated, I'm not touching it. In fact, this is just me personally. I prefer to not even purchase it, even if it says hydrogenated oils in it, because I know it has no good fats in it at all. So that's just me. So bottom line, if you can't afford the fancy oils, go for high oleic sunflower oil, or expeller pressed canola oil, or refined peanut oil. These are just suggestions, or non-GMO or organic, kind of seed oil, because they're more affordable, they're kind of more healthy-ish, and obviously more versatile. So thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more Power Up Holistic tips. Bye.